hours today, so hopefully my voice doesn't fall apart.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of, well, not really conversion rate audits anymore. We're upping the game. Paul is now jumping into people's businesses, and we're going to show everyone how they can become more profitable with their e-commerce businesses in a holistic sense. I know, Paul, you don't really like that word, but that's truthfully what we're doing. So, again, we have some wonderful guests this week from our group. We got Erica and Irene today. So we're going to bring them on stage soon. They're going to just introduce themselves in the business a little bit, and then we'll jump straight into it. All the value you see last week and the weeks before, that's what we're doing this week. So again, if you are watching this and you have any comments, any questions, make sure you ask them. You just comment on wherever you're seeing this, and I'll bring the questions up, and we'll stop every now and then to go through any questions you may have. And also, we might have time towards the end. So if you want to get your business up on this call, then just link your business down and we'll bring you up as well into this call if we still have time. If not, we can always put you on the short list for next week. So without any further ado, let's bring on our first guest. So Erica, I'm putting you onto the stage now. How are you, Erica? Thanks so much for joining in.
Not too bad. How are you?
Hey, Erica. Nice to meet you. All right, just get into this. Having a bit of a look around what you do. So, how is the caravan industry at the moment? It's still booming like it was during COVID
definitely.
And stuff?
Definitely still booming.
Going good. Okay. Where are you guys based? Queensland or something?
Brisbane.
Yeah, got it. Okay. All right. Talk to me about the business for a bit, like how long you've been in business and so forth.
So for the caravan sheets, we've been in business for about 4, maybe 5 years. We've done other linen for a long time, but we only moved into the caravan space and opened a Shopify site about 5 years ago. So what we do is we manufacture and obviously sell caravan linen. So anything, caravan beds are different to your normal beds at home, and so your normal sheets won't fit them. So we fill a niche in the market where people can't buy sheets, so they come to us.
Not to mention how hard is it to try and change a sheet in a caravan? Hey, you got to crawl into the corner and it feels like you're wrestling with a tiger or something.
Most definitely. We try and make that easy.
Yeah, got it. All right. So I can see there's some data here that I'm going to share my screen. So entire screen. 1 second. Here we go. Cool. Got it. You guys can see what I'm looking at here?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Started in 2020. Good organic growth. Don't have much of an SEO strategy in place from what I'm gathering because you don't have a very high authority score. So are you doing anything from an SEO point of view at the moment?
Look, we have started. We actually updated our website towards the end of last year. We used to run a different template. So we've actually got an outside company helping us now, and they're now beginning to help us with Google ads, and we did always run a few Facebook ads. The beauty of us is that our SEO may not be high, but there's not many people in Australia who make caravan sheets, so we're always at the top of the list in Google and that. So it's one of those things.
But what about from an actual SEO strategy in terms of are they building backlinks for you? Are they writing content for you? Are they optimizing the pages? Okay. Well, you're leaving a lot of money on the table here because this should probably be like up here somewhere because this is so low. So doing SEO for a brand like yours is going to be quite, interesting challenge to do, but huge opportunity here. So that's number one. Let's have a look at the site. Even from whoever built the website for you, it's okay. It's probably 6 out of 10, I would say 5-ish. Basic. Again, I'm going to start with a few SEO things. Like there's a thing called a H1 tag on your website that you should have, and you don't have one. It should say something like Caravan Sheets Australia or something. Like whoever built this doesn't know much about SEO. That's on your homepage. That's a massive problem. We go into here, Caravan Sheets, Queen. What's going on here? That is a H1. That's should be a H2. Nah, it's not. That should be a H2. way too much wasted space on this theme. So it takes too long to get to the products. Then we go down into the products. So assuming you want to buy what do I want to buy here? Let's go actual shopping. Double sheets for my caravan. I want to sort. The filtering is not done properly on this. So where is like, you don't have any best sellers, new stock, old stock, featured
we
product.
don't have old stock. We don't. Yeah. Look, we sell stock so quickly. We don't have old stock. We don't do discounts. We don't do anything like that.
Yeah, you don't even have a best sellers functionality though on the side, or a featured functionality, which is what people want. Then you want to be able to sort by different filtering options. So again, it is going to say in stock. It's going to say the size. It's going to say the color. It's going to say the 5 other things that people probably ask you. What kind of fabric is it? What kind of corner does it have? What kind of whatever is it, like spill resistant and like the filtering is not great on here as well.
Okay. Yep.
That's why your conversion rate so far is as low as it is.
Yeah.
So of all this traffic coming to your website, the revenue that you've got, you should be up around like the 50K mark. So there's some basic stuff going wrong here. Yep. Go back to the homepage. Made in Australia, free shipping, satisfaction, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't have trust indicators here, clearly where they should be. So it's like, made in stock, ships today from Brisbane, blah, blah, blah. Then it should have all the other trust indicators, such as like, why should I buy from you? Thousands of 5-star reviews. We use this type of fabric. We give you a lifetime guarantee, or a full 12 months warranty, or any problems whatsoever, send it back. So that's kind of all missing in the wrong location.
And that should be right at the top there, should it?
Down here. Like
down here?
Where my mouse is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would never use an orange shop now button on a cart like that. And it's kind of, that's not a good way to do it. And it's also in the wrong location.
What's wrong with the orange?
Don't use orange, basically, if you can. Blue, green, and yellow convert way better than orange color. Unless you're Amazon, don't use it. Or a monster brand, like I think the Udi, they might use orange, but I don't recommend using orange. It's a pause color, right? What happens if you come to a traffic light? You stop. What happens if you go to a stop sign and it's red or orange? You stop. Anything orange is usually stop.
Yeah.
Or end, or don't do something.
Yeah.
This is in the wrong spot. You need to give, these need a switch. So it's like, we produce quality camping, Where's like the people behind the brand? Like, what do they look like? You look like a lovely lady. And I'm like, oh, she looks nice. She's in Australia. I want to buy from her. I'm not sure what the barbecue's got to do with anything.
Okay.
You need your personality in there, because I imagine the most of your audience is probably in a similar, time of their life as you as well. Like, oh, I like her. She's like me. I want to buy from her. Yeah. Down in here, do you have photos of the actual products on the mattresses?
Yeah, we do. When you go into them, you can see it on the mattresses and that.
Okay, so you just can't do it on this page though.
No, well, yeah, I hadn't really thought about it, but
yeah, probably want to change that as well. Change these buttons. I mean, that's not bad. It should say add the cart, not quick buy. Scroll through there, customizable sheets. Where's your social proof in terms of, like, I'll tell you where it should be. It should be up here. We have 1,000 5-star reviews or something, and they're on Judge Me, and click them to read them. Basically, like things like secure checkout, that doesn't need to be there. That's a waste. Search is probably in the wrong spot. It needs to be over here. Phone number is fine in there, but you're better off having like urgency and scarcity sitting up here. Mm-hmm. I don't like using these as a chat one. The ones that have faces on them convert so much better, especially for Australian-based businesses that are built by, husband and wife team and that kind of thing. Just normal people. Go down here. So there's a fair bit that needs work on this website. Like, it's costing you a lot of money every month with the amount of traffic that you've got. No faces on your testimonials. No context around this, what this even means. We'll go back into a product page. So no social proof. No, like 20 people just purchased it. 15 people are looking at it. The benefits of buying it. The add to cart button doesn't change when you mouse over it. There's no information about shipping, returns, delivery in where it should be. It's all hidden down here. Scroll down further. All this is good, but it's in the wrong spot. What happens when I add it to my cart? So I want to go this, and I want top sheet. No, I don't want a top sheet. Pillowcases, no. Where's sizing guides on this?
You've got it.
It's just that.
That is the size.
Okay. I think a lot of people are probably going to want to get that repeated to them again. Normally you would have a sizing guide here that will open up and it'd be like, hey, this is a queen sheet. And this is what it looks like on a caravan mattress or something. There's probably stuff around that you'd want to include there if possible. But definitely like really missing the metadata field benefits and stuff in here. If I go here, so what am I ordering? A caravan sheet, add to cart. Go to the checkout, another orange button, checkout. Go to checkout.
See, orange is one of our company colors.
That's okay. You can use it, just don't use it there. Change it into other things.
Okay. Yeah.
You got no upsells, downsells, cross sells, anything. Like, hey, buy one, buy another one for 5% off. Hey, why don't you order a pillowcase? Why don't you order these 7 other things from us and increase your average order value from $72 to like $300?
Yeah.
Check out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. So to me, a great product, huge market. Your website's killing your business. It's not killing it. It's not letting it do what it should really do to shine, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing from a meta ads point of view?
Well, see, the company who looks after us does all the ads. So we do. We've only just started Google Ads, running shops and stuff like that. So putting our products out there. We were always high in Google just because there's not many companies who do this. So if you were to Google caravan sheets, we generally are the top company or one of the top companies.
So let's talk numbers then. So meta ads, how much you spend per month?
We spend $5 a day.
Okay. How much you pay them to spend your $5 a day? What's their management fee?
$500 a month.
Okay, right. So are they like literally brand new to running meta ads? Because there's probably 100,000 people in Australia who've got a caravan. Like,
yes,
you know, if you're spending $5 a day, you're getting in front of 100 of them. What about the rest of them?
I guess the amount of money started with us. We're also a manufacturing company. So for us, we can't just jump from 0 to 500% in a day because we can't physically manufacture that much. So we wanted to scale up slowly, if that makes sense.
Have they got a scale plan in place for you to do that?
Yes, they have. They've sent things through about they think that we should double how much we're spending about every 2 to 3 weeks over the next 3 months just to see how it is going.
Okay. How long does it kind of take you to guys to like if you just absolutely crushed queen sheets that are white or black and you had 2 products and you go, hey, sewing people, can you just make us like 500 of these today and tomorrow? Like, how long does that take to happen? Is it a week? Is it days? Is it you doing it? Is it someone else doing it?
No, this is where we're constantly trying to do stuff at the moment. We're in discussions with a larger manufacturer to help us. We do some in-house. We have 3 or 4 outside, one being an organization and a couple of outside people who sew for us. It's not as easy as you think to find sewers. It's been our biggest hurdle is to actually get the manufacturing under control. We feel that now we've got, we're in discussions with a larger manufacturer that we will be able to ramp up what we do quickly, which is why I guess I now need to go back to looking at our website to see whether we can now ramp up sales quicker.
I've got a client that I'm coaching that does swimsuit stuff. They make everything themselves. I've got another lady who runs a company called Pattern Emporium. who sells patterns. My mum's been in dressmaking and sewing for like 20 years. So I understand how hard it is to find people that are good and are going to keep coming back to work. So
it is. It's a real different
What about
industry.
overseas? Well, what about overseas? What about other places?
We actually sell overseas at the moment. Well, what going overseas to manufacture?
Yeah, exactly. Vietnam.
But we have looked at that. We have looked before at having China. For us, it's a little bit of a quandary because you make a lot of different things, and a certain amount of our sheets are actually custom sheets, so you can't do them overseas. We would prefer to stay as an Australian manufacturer. People like the fact that we manufacture in Australia and we're an Australian company. So it's probably the road we have chosen to go down is to make that happen rather than going to China or India or one of the other places.
Oh, yeah, don't go to those countries. I agree. Yep. Okay.
We have to go to those countries. It's the only place you can get fabric from.
Yeah. Righto. What about other things? What are you doing from an email marketing point of view?
We do some email marketing. At the moment, I'm having a little bit of trouble with Shopify in authenticating my site.
Okay. Are you using Klaviyo, or have you got an email marketing person that set up your cart flows and welcome flows and sending an email?
We were just starting with a company to look at emails. All I had to do was get the site authenticated. I haven't managed to do it at the moment so that we can then look into that. So it still uses a Shopify site when it sends out emails, which is not perfect. So I'm not, it seems to be a bit of a battle. I thought I had it done yesterday, but I haven't. So that's something that we do have to do.
A good Klaviyo agency should be able to fix that for you in about 10 minutes. So how many people are in your database?
1,500.
Is that all you've got since you've been working since 2000 and what was
since
it again?
4. We get a lot of repeat people. Yeah.
How are you incentivizing people to join? So you don't have anything on the homepage about like join our newsletter?
No, not really. No, we don't incentivize people. No.
Okay, you need to pull the pin on that as soon as possible then, because by now you should have about 15,000 people in your database at a bare minimum.
Okay.
And then if you had 15,000 people or 10 or 5, every time you send an email, you'd probably be getting like 10 to 20 grand of revenue coming through to the business. So even if that cost you 2 grand, 3 grand a month to get this person to set up your email and do it properly, like it'll pay for itself. Like in 3 months, you'll be hugely profitable. Same with your Meta ads and your Google ads, right? Because you there's so much opportunity here, like monster.
Okay.
You're doing wholesale as well?
We do some wholesale, yes.
You sell straight to the caravan sellers, or you sell to others like other stores?
We sell to caravan on sellers. So not the actual, like if you think of the actual manufacturers, we don't sell to them, but then the middlemen for them. So Jayco, they have different distributors around Australia. So we sell to some of their distributors who are around Australia, if that makes sense.
Yeah, got it. Okay. I'm not far from like Camberfield in Victoria, and there must be, buddy, 600 caravan manufacturers down here. Yeah. So you don't sell direct to them though. Did you do any joint venture partnerships or anything with any of these guys?
We've been trying to do some joint venture partnerships. They're rather difficult to do. Their thought is that it's the people who buy the caravans problem about where they get sheets from.
Okay, fair enough. Got it. All right. Cool. I say other obvious things that need work for me. Obviously, the conversion rate optimization stuff needs a fair bit of work. The brand communication strategy needs some work. Do you have a digital strategy at the moment? It seems a bit piecemeal. You're using a few different people and you just dip a new toe in and kind of like see what happens.
Probably not a good enough set one. I'll say no to that. So.
Okay. All right. Because then off the back of that, you probably want to do what we call like a bit of forecasting, right, around finance, where you go, well, we want to be able to put $1,000 a month into Meta ads, and that's got to give us back $8,000 because the profit we keep $3,000. We want to do the same for Google ads, and we want to do the same for email. We want to do the same for TikTok, and we go, cool, our marketing budget is now $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month, and you scale as you can. And then you go, these are the levers where we pull. Here's our media buying expenses as well. And you go, this is what we get back every month. Cool, just keep scaling it. And then keep making the site convert better, keep making more product, keep our customers happy. Yeah. This is really how simple and easy you grow this business. Mm-hmm. So there's literally like four things that you need to nail, those 4 things. Everything else, I'm sure you're amazing at customer service. I'm sure you make a great product. You've been doing it for a very long time. All the other things, that's it. These 4 things. I mean, this is what we help people with. It's like fix those 4 things inside our ecom circle, nail them, and away you go. Like really easy stuff here. I no reason I can't see this business being like $100,000 a month business in 12, 18 months kind of thing. Yeah, you'll get too busy. That's the problem. You're like, I can't sell enough of this stuff, mate. Do you know what I mean? But that's a good problem. That's the good problem to have, because then you just put the prices up because you have no competitors. Yeah. So, any questions for me so far? Has it been helpful?
Oh, really helpful. Really, really helpful. No, it's always good to hear what people have to say. And any help that we can get is really good.
Yeah, I've done this for a little while since like 97 and worked with thousands and thousands of brands. So it's the same formula everyone needs to work on, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
So, all right. If you got no other questions, I'm happy to have a chat with you about how we can help you after this, if you'd like, and then Chris can organise something. But I guess Chris probably wants me to help someone else in a second, no doubt. So good chatting, though. Thanks, Erica.
No worries. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. See ya.
Bye.
Beautiful. All right, cool. That was lovely. So what we'll do is just quickly go through some questions before we bring on Irene. So let's just have a look. We had a couple. Will this be staying up so I can come and watch? Yep. So this live stays on our page. We don't take any of our lives off. Not yet, at least. So if you just comment on this, then it'll stay in your feed for a while, so you can always come back. James Gatwood says, I love these sessions. They're excellent. Thank you a lot for tuning in. We're happy that we can help. And then I believe this was Justin Hughes that gets a lot out of these sessions. Great for owners and tight budgets. So yeah, we appreciate the love, guys. We're trying to give as much value here as possible. And like Paul said, the stuff that we're going through, it's the same. Obviously, everyone's journey is different. You're all different places in your e-commerce journey, but it's the same stuff that you have to kind of master to get to that end goal, which is, running a profitable business. So everyone can use the stuff that we're going through in these sessions, which is awesome.
This is the basic stuff, mate. This is not even the good stuff.
This is like pretty surface level, to be fair. As much as we can do in 25 minutes. So let's jump on with Irene. Hi, Irene. How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you gonna play us a song on the piano, Irene?
No, that's Come On, Eileen.
Oh, there you go. Sorry. There you go.
Or Good Night, Irene. Either or.
No worries.
All right, awesome.
How are we? Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm excited for you to pull apart and pick apart how we can improve.
All right, let's have a look. Chris, can you drop me the link?
Yeah, it should be there, mate. It's Sick Lids.
Sick Lids. Okay, let's have a look.
You might like it. Irene, could you just give us a quick introduction to yourself and the business as well? How long you've been going for, what the experience has been like, and where you want to go?
Yeah, thank you. So I'm based in Melbourne, and I guess I've kind of just dabbled in websites probably for the last 10 years, different businesses. But with Sick Lids that I want to show you today, because I have a little bit of knowledge with sort of the back end stuff, Chris from Sick Lids, we've sort of decided that I'll come on as a small partner, and he had this website on WordPress. And I said, look, we really need to get it over on Shopify and integrate Klaviyo and get some email nurture sequence going. And so I've come on board as a small partner, and it's a great brand. People love the replica helmets. He's been going since about 2016, just selling. We sell B2C as well as some B2B. And anything we can do to grow the database would be great. We do a little bit of B2B now, And I'm sort of reaching out to other sponsors and partners who are really excited about the concept, because if they have like a sponsored car, then we have arrangements with the team, the racing teams and the drivers to create these replica helmets. So yeah, it's an exciting industry. And what I love about it is people love the helmets and they look really cool. They're like real size 1-to-1 scale, and we're bringing out a 1-to-2 scale, so half size. And the quality of them is really good. They're just, if you're a motorsport enthusiast, like, you'd love them.
So you can buy like, I want a Peter Brock helmet, or I want like a Craig Lowndes, or I want a whatever, like those kind of guys. Yeah.
So these guys here, they're the ones that we have partnerships with. We do have some F1s. Yeah, like Chaz Mostert, he's racing this weekend. Will Brown, we're coming out with a new helmet pretty much in the next week or so. His 24 helmet. So we have contracts and partnerships. F1s, we do have some. I gotta be careful what I say on this call because I don't know who's listening. But what's that?
Who do we have? Can I have a look at F1? I'll be there this weekend.
We kind of have a separate domain that goes to our paid customers that can get access to sort of specialized collections. Okay. But they look fully sick.
Fully sick. So your partner in this, and someone else founded the business, obviously.
Yeah, so Chris founded the business. Chris is awesome. Chris has got a son as well that's climbing the ranks of. He's currently in the F4 series. He's got a sponsorship in Japan. They've just come back. So yeah, he races in F4. He's really good. Hopefully he'll be the next Oscar. So yeah, it's sort of an exciting industry and exciting for Chris as well. But yeah, he pretty much he did a helmet for someone and then they loved it. And then sort of over a weekend, they sold hundreds and hundreds of them. So then he created a business out of it and got the arrangements with the drivers and the teams. We have a warehouse out in Moorabbin. But yeah, I've come on. I said, look, we need to get on Shopify, which is just recently done. We've started the Klaviyo flows. We've got welcome, post-purchase, abandoned cart, and browse abandonment. And I've literally only just sent out one campaign. We made some revenue out of that, but I really need to create sort of a content calendar and regularly A/B test and, send out lots of campaigns. Well, not lots, but, with new helmets coming out. I also wanted to integrate some merchandise. So I've set up a Printify store, just going to be print on demand. So we've got some T-shirts and hoodies and caps and stuff, and even car seat covers and car mats that are all going to come out. I wanted to launch. I'm nearly ready. It's probably going to launch today or tomorrow. And I'll just add that as one of the collections, and people can, buy merchandise if they like.
Did you make the site, or someone else made the site?
Someone else made it. I didn't make the site. Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Chris wanted it's just a pure replica of his WordPress, so he just wanted the same. So I don't like the black. I prefer white. It could definitely, I think it could definitely be better, but it's just a pure sort of. We just literally just copied his WordPress site.
Yeah. Okay. From a conversion rate point of view and how it should have been built, it's doing a lot wrong when they have rebuilt it. It's missing heaps of things, like the social proof component of it, the brand communication component of it, the trust icons and so forth. That's missing the simple things such as can you wear the things, or are they just for display? Like there's no brand communication where it should be on the site at all. Like there's no information about Chris either. I
said that he doesn't want to. I said you really need to put your brand story in. He's like, no, forget it. Like
someone has to. It doesn't even it doesn't have bestsellers, doesn't have trending, doesn't have new, doesn't have. There's so much wrong with the front page of this website.
I'm making notes.
Yeah, even from a readability point of view, you got white text on white stuff. You can't it's so hard to read things. To me, this seems like a bloody killer brand. That could be a monster thing, right? Yeah. But from a user experience point of view, and someone who would easily come along like me, and I would buy 3 or 4 helmets. Go $400 if that's legit. I'd buy that. I don't care. It's not polished to where it needs to be. The site's clunky. If you go into the collection pages, even the way filtering and stuff is being done, it's been built by someone who's kind of knows a little bit about Shopify, but they haven't even used filtering correctly to do this. Like you should be able to go, I want the ones that are, I don't know how you're going to do it, but show me all the wood stock, the ones that have wood stock, or it says Optus, or it says this size, or it's by this person, or it's by this kind of, all of the different things.
Maybe.
Yeah, the driver's name and the price and availability and the reviews and so much other stuff. You know, like where's the add the cart buttons on this page? So someone that comes along and like, yeah, I want that one, that one, that one. You got to come to the page, go into the next page. Nothing happens when you mouse over the add to cart button. This is not working the way it should work correctly with the shop pay functionality. It's missing all the brand benefits and stuff. The main benefits of why you'd buy this immediately in here. I see this all the time. Someone's like, I had a WordPress site, just make me my WordPress site, and they do it, and it's like, but you've done it. Not great. Like basic things, like, you know, breadcrumbs are kind of broken, like home, shop, then the name, you know. Then we get into like, so like it could be a monster thing, but I'm like looking at the SEO traffic again, same thing that I spoke to with Erica about, like no one's doing any SEO properly or on page or anything, and it's just like tanked, right? Used to be crushing it. So whatever happened there just decimated it.
It's probably because we were going to swap exactly the same URLs. It's probably when he swapped over to Shopify. It's going to tank a little bit anyway, but he doesn't do any SEO at all. And that the plan was to get more revenue in, then we can start to look at, SEO is going to be $1,500 a month. And that's a bit more of a slow burn. We've started to do ads where we're getting a 5 to 6 ROAS on the ads. So
SEO shouldn't have tanked when someone went from WordPress to Shopify. A lot of people will say that to you in the market. They're like, if you shop from anything else to Shopify, your rankings will tank. Or if you do, like you change your theme, your rankings will tank. That's all rubbish. That's like just not true. Like going to Shopify, their ranking should have increased, not decreased, considerably, because the new collection structure, if it was done properly, would have been like a lot better. So like how do I get to your collections? How do I get to the V8 supercar replica collection?
If you just tick it, then they're the V8s. They're the 8.
Yeah, but see how it's using filters to handle that instead of actually using a collection structure to handle that. So that's not how that should be done. It should be like, V8 supercar, blah blah blah, helmets, replica. Right. So from an SEO point of view, like I typed it wrong, but anyway, you can see what I'm trying to do. That's completely done the wrong way. So SEO company will come along if they're any good, which they probably won't, because most SEO companies are shithouse, and they won't even know how to tell you how to fix your site architecture properly, which is what they need to do, right? So example, if you go to this is just the first site that popped in my head. Like we're working on this site for this client. If you want to search for, competition breaches for horse riding, you go, collection, women's competition breaches, women's competition breaches.
The URL changes,
same as you go to anyone. I just want to look at like whatever grooming sets or something, or brushes, right? Boom. Yeah, brushes for horses, go to the other sections, dressage, boots, boom, boom, boom. Like this is, it's not right.
I think this is reflecting in the stats that Paul I've shared with you, that Irene has actually shared with us as well. Like it seems like that the ads are actually on a click level, like performing decently well, but then you come to the site and it's you shared 0.7% conversion rate on the site. So with all these things, like for a brand like this, it could be 4 times, probably 5-6 times that, which is just going to. I mean, Paul, what do you think it could be? Honestly, I invest in e-com brands. Like I find brands like this, and I go, I want a percentage of your brand. I'll teach you how to do it. I'll fix it for you quickly. For them, I'm like, can this theme start again? Fix your site architecture. Do those 2 things, then do the rest of the stuff. Don't worry about email marketing, and because if you email market to people and they come to this site and they have a crap experience, they're never coming back. You want to be like, you need to fix all this stuff before you do that. Like running meta ads and getting a 6x return on your ad spend is probably good. You also have a high value priced item. So, I mean, of course it's going to be better because it's an expensive product. It's not a $30, like whatever, horse brush or something. But
To me, it seems like huge opportunity here. But I use this analogy as like the brand communication strategy does not exist. The website's not built to convert. It's like you go out on a date and you're trying to find your perfect husband, and you rock up in your UGG boots and your tracksuit pants, and you don't know how to talk, and they go, "See you later," right? So websites is in a similar state, right?
Yeah.
The good news is obviously it's kill a product. So fix these two things and you'll crush it.
Okay. All right. So the brand, content, and the site structure. Yeah, I'm making heaps of notes here.
Brand communication is literally we help people with it, and then they do a conversion rate audit. I wouldn't even do a conversion rate audit. I would start again on the website, honestly. And then you just put together your digital strategy. What are we spending? Where are we spending it? What return on our ad spend do we need to get? Start with one of the channels. I would probably even go straight to Google, because I imagine that let's do some stuff here. Replica, what? V8 helmet or something? What would people search for?
Maybe supercars, replica supercars.
Really? What's a helmet?
Or just helmets, yeah. Custom helmets, replica helmets. The sales volume is pretty low.
Oh, hang on.
Maybe even just V8 helmet.
Let's start somewhere and see where we end up with this. Is it supercar? Don't they call it like something different? Where's the search bar?
Supercar series.
All right. So this guy, for example, are these people your competitors? This one's your competitor. What's he doing?
Yeah. What's that? I can't see. It's I've even got my glasses on. That looks like our image. Interesting. Oh, that's that's our helmet. That is actually the team.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't go there. Yeah. Who else is doing replica supercar helmets?
There's only just a couple of American brands that do helmets, custom helmets.
Okay. What about this dude? What are they doing? So we're looking at what they're doing. So yeah, pretty ordinary. What do they rank for? Their own branded name only. Do they rank for
some of the team drivers? Yeah. So helmet? That's like
no, they're not a competitor. What do you rank for at the moment? Oh, okay, wrong button. Sleep leads. So you rank for custom helmet, custom motorbike helmet, custom motorsport helmet. There we go. So things like, so these are what all your collections should be called, like motorsport helmets and custom crash helmets and custom does he make custom helmets for people that are not replicas?
He does. They're a pain in the bum, but they're quite pricey, but he'll do them. And we do, like we mostly do the supercars. We just kind of wanted to get this right. Then we've also, we can do NASCAR, IndyCar, because we've got the mold, and then we can get a mold done for motorsport, like the cycle, MotoGP. So there's so much potential,
Have you done any keyword mapping? Has anyone spent any time doing like keyword analysis about what you should rank for the brands before?
No, in terms of SEO, just even search volume and keyword, no.
Well, the search volume is going to go into your Google ads. It's going to go into everything. It's going to go into your content marketing. It's going to go into your, like everything basically. No one's done it.
No, I've had a basic look that the search volume isn't really high for replica helmets, motorsport helmets. So we're doing our ads. We were doing just some conversions ads, but then we're going to split it out where half will be conversions. The other one's going to be Facebook catalog ads with some dynamic retargeting. So they're going to be remarketed with the product they actually looked at.
Yeah. Okay. So F1 replica helmet 110. I think you need to pull it all back. Like the words that you're throwing at me are like, the broad words that it's too early to be looking at this stuff. Like you got to go back to the basics. It's like when I get on a call with marketing managers and they go, we're doing this attribution and that. I'm like, yeah, but what did you do? Wait, you've gone so far. You're too far forward in the journey where you need to be. You know, like that's what marketing managers do to their boss. Like, you know, and this is your business. That's why I can say it to you. You know, but they'll be like, you know, oh, we've done a retargeting campaign and we're doing this and we're doing blended this and our ROAS is this and this is our marketing efficiency ratio. And like, yeah, but what are you selling? Who are you selling it to? How are you selling? What are you saying to them? Are they converting? What's happening? So you've got to go right back to the start with this.
Okay. And do some keyword research, figure out who we're marketing to, and just start. I hear what you're saying. I guess people don't know what they don't know. They're just doing what they, you know. But I look at the site and I feel it's clunky as well. It's like it's not.
Worst case scenario, buy this. It's $100. Teaches you how to do a brand communication strategy properly. It's like this will take you a week to figure out how to do it. My business partner teaches you how to do this. Second is you buy this thing, which teaches you how to do understand the conversion rate optimization stuff that needs to go onto the website. Most people go through these two things with us and go, this is too hard to do. Like, there's so much that I didn't realize. Hence, like both of you ladies who have been on here so far go, I didn't even realize the 400 things that are missing from my website. But for those people that are watching that want to learn how to do this, do these two things. Best $200 you ever spend in your life, right? Because when we do this for people, we charge a lot of money, but like these are the two things you need to do. And then off the back of that is the site architecture of like, what do people actually search for? Because that's what the collection needs to actually be. So then now you say the right thing, send them to the right category, and then everything else becomes so much easier off the back of that. I'm probably gonna
send me the links.
Yeah, no stress. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. I think so many people get the site architecture component wrong. It's a course that I'm going to film for people and start like releasing it so that they understand it. Because what happens is, you know, SEO agencies come along and they don't fix this stuff. They just leave it and they go, pay me $1,500 a month, and they will build you 3 or 4 shitty backlinks to your website a month and go, we're doing SEO. And then in a year from now, you're like, why aren't we ranking for anything? And then someone like me comes along and they go, what have they done to your website? Have they changed any of your collections? Have they renamed it? Have they fixed your metadata? Have they done interlink? And they go, no, I haven't done any of that. So business owners need to know at a basic level about all of these things before they go and speak to these people, because there's a reason that there's an SEO agency that's $500, $1,500, $10,000 a month, right? Those guys do know what they're doing, but you know, and yeah, it's just really
like a foundation of a house. Really, you can't. I guess you got to build the ground and the walls, don't you, before you put the plaster on? I don't know how to build a house, but the foundation.
Exactly right. No, you know, so even the words that I'm using, right? What I'm saying, you do the site architecture, which is your collection. So that's your architect, and then you come along and you go, all right, now we need the builder to build the house. You go, okay, so that's a proper website design company who understands conversion rate optimization, and they understand how to build a beautiful design. And you go, cool, now my house has got walls and it looks pretty good. Now what do I put on the walls? So that's your brand communication strategy. So then it's like people walk into your house and they go, oh, this is what she's about. Look at the paintings and look at the furniture and look what's going on there. And you go, all right, cool. Now how do I get more people to my house? That's your digital strategy. You know what I mean? And then from your digital strategy, you're like, well, Google ads, that might be meeting people at the pub, but I say this thing about coming to my house. And then Meta ads, you know, this is about meeting people at a racing event. And you go, this is how I talk about getting those people to come back to my house and hang out with me, right? So it was like, it is a good example. But like the brand communication strategy helps you say the same thing to a very high level to everyone you meet, right? And then the website is built to convert properly. So people want to keep coming back to your house because they're like, she's got a lovely house. She doesn't live in a tent. Do you know what I mean? Or something. It's a good experience.
Yeah. There's always just so much, isn't there? I love it, but I love learning. But okay, so strip it right back, and the structure. I've really got to fix the structure, and even just the filtering options. And I feel like it needs more products. It just needs more beefed up a bit, you know.
Doesn't need more products right now. No.
Okay.
think you need to have a chat with Christopher on this call. Go, can you guys just help me with the website? And then, what happens in a situation like, in my opinion, if you've come into a business like this, which is so good, right? And Scott, what's his name? Is that his name? Chris. Sorry, Chris is the guy. Yeah, your role in this organization is like, how do I get what I need out of Chris to put it on the website? And I work with the people who can just build me a bloody great website in like 6 weeks. And then it's done. And I'm not mucking around with this for a year trying to figure this out. And like, let's throw numbers out here. Imagine you're doing 10 grand a month in sales or 50 grand a month in sales. Like come next month and the month after and the month. Like say you're doing 50 grand, right? If it took you 6 months to figure out how to get to that point, that's $50,000 you've lost, right? So people in your situation, you go, you use the people that actually are really bloody good at doing it. So we get there quicker. And we don't waste all that time. And you spend your time going, yeah, we do need more helmets. And we do need this. And we do need events. And we do what you're strong at. You know, people just go, like, I get it. This is what I'm about. There's people out there that are better than me. Especially when you find the people that are better than you. Go, all right, good. I've got it. I know what I need to do here.
I know that everyone tells you that they're better, but then you hire them and they're not.
I am.
No, I'm not saying you guys. I'm just saying, like, even
no, they are.
Shopify,
Most are rubbish. They are. I agree with you. They're all shit.
Yeah.
So that's why we've got the e-com circle where everyone in there is amazing, because I don't let any people that are in. That's why I build it, because too many crappy agencies out there. And again, I'm not anti-agency. I'm, and it's the same with freelancers. It's the same with like people go, I got something. Yeah, but you guys don't know how to wade through the crap. So again, like this is not a sales pitch, but I teach people how to find the good people. And I've literally got the community where I'm like, here's all the good people, and they're cheap because they report to me, right? So,
well, I only found you guys like a week or two ago. So, keen to send me some links. Let me have a look at it. Because we really, I think it converts, pretty well. I just know people love our helmets.
What's pretty well though, because just from the numbers you've given us, it's like that's kind of.
Like I think of 5 to 6 ROAS, like it's.
No, but the site's converting at like under 1%.
Yeah, I guess with the traffic.
So go here at some point. I don't like the sales pitch on here, but I'm like, go here. Like just everyone do yourself a favor. Go there and have a look, right? But a 1% conversion rate is woeful.
Well, there's most Shopify sites I've seen, they're probably between 1 and 3%. So it's not the best, but what conversion rate do you think is?
Well, you have no competitors. That's why your conversion rate should be way higher.
Right. Okay.
Same as Erica's business. Like, the industry standard maybe like 3 to 5 or something. Like in an industry that's competitive, but for you two ladies that are like, you run your own race. People are like, how do I find a helmet? I found a helmet. I buy the helmet. I'm not going to price shop because I can't price shop. Like your conversion rate could be like up to 8% or something, 7 or 8%. And what you're talking about are two different things. You're talking about a return on an ad spend, right? Which is 5x return on ad. That's not conversion. They're different. But your conversion rate is like 100 people come to your website and like 0.73%, so 1% convert. Do you know what I mean? Versus like you return on ad spend is you put in 1,000 and you got $5,000 back. Like and that may not even be profitable for like the business, like when you look at all the costs and stuff, like it may be, but it may not be. So people get a bit excited about, I got a 6x ROAS. I'm like, yeah, but you didn't make any money, mate. However, like if you had think of it like this, say you had to spend $1,000 and you get 5x back from your ROAS. If you spent the same money, and then the traffic that you sent to your website converted 3 times as well, what's going to happen then?
Yeah, well, we'll be happy days.
Well, you get $15,000 back for the same amount of money.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important.
Okay, send me the links and we'll have a look. And thank you so much for your time. Very insightful. It's good to get a new pair of eyes on it. And I like it straight between the eyes. So thank you.
Yeah, I hope that hasn't been too painful.
That's what you came
I
for.
love it. No, I love it. I love learning. And I think keep up your good work. It's good.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you in the group. Is Chris in the group as well, by any chance?
No, he doesn't. He's so busy. He doesn't want to know about this side of it. He's just like, can you just come on board?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But no.
Chris is like, can you just make me more money? Just tell me how much more money I'm making. So
yeah.
You need to go back to him today and be like, hey, mate, I met the guy. He's going to help us make more money. And you don't need to do anything. And he'll be like, great, make it happen. So
yeah, but we've also got some great, B2B and wholesale opportunities. Like, honestly, I just think this can blow up. Like, and I'd love it to.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
beautiful. Well, I think we have a couple of questions for you, Irene.
Yeah.
If people ask,
one just very, very cool helmets from James. So there's a little compliment.
Cool. Thanks, James. Come to the website.
Yeah, we'll drop. So both the websites we have up today, we'll drop in the comments below if you guys should check out. Are these usable helmets or for display?
No, if you could use them, that'd be 10 grand, not 500. So they're for display purposes only. Yeah.
Cool. All right, cool. Just another couple nice things. Thank you for the invite. We're watching episodes. Perfect. Where can we get the products that we link? So we'll link everything at the end of this show. We'll just put in the comments, guys. So wherever you are watching this, I'll drop it in the comments for you. And lastly, so this is, I think, Justin. When I can afford to be getting Paul anything to my work, I think you meant won't go anywhere else. They do great work and back up their work. Thank you so much for the compliments, guys. Well, thank you, Irene. I'll just take up the stage for a bit. So thank you for joining in, and we'll chat later.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Chris.
All right, beautiful. Well, that was another really sweet session. Funnily enough, two businesses who I feel like own a monopoly on their market, which is that's where you want to be. If you have a good product and you have no competitors, that's where you want to be. So before we jump off, let's just have a quick talk about the e-commerce circle. Paul, do you want to share your screen again just with a page? That might help when we.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. No worries.
Yeah. So for those of you who have been in this group for a while, you've probably heard us talk about it, but we have what is called the e-commerce circle. This is our private community, guys. We've mentioned it a few times throughout this call. So pretty much this is where we work directly with Aussie family-founded businesses who want to scale profitably. So we'll link this as well for you to check it out. But if you're someone who you might be doing, say, 10 to 50K around there, maybe a bit more, and that's cool too. But if you feel like you're in this place where you have a great product and you want to grow that product, but you're not sure what the next step is, or maybe you've tried something and you just didn't come out of it very profitable, pretty much that is exactly what we focus on in the e-commerce circle. So Paul, he runs the show. And he works with these kind of businesses to just put in place the exact things that need to be done. So things like the branding communication strategy, the high converting website, digital strategies, and then beyond that, even financial planning and strategy. All the things that we know from our experience to kind of get guys or businesses from where they are to 100K, 200, 250K plus profitably every single month. That's what we do in the Circle Plus, in the e-commerce circle. So Paul, we can quickly just run through this a little bit if you'd like.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure.
And then we'll end it up.
Everyone can kind of see my screen. Chris has touched base on this, right? But this is just a heads up. This obviously is a bit of a sales pitch, but you stayed with me this long, you may as well see it. But these are all the things that we teach you with, right? So any e-com business comes through, they're usually out of control. So the first thing we do is we want to get them under control. And then we work on your brand communication strategy, which takes 3 or 4 weeks. We work on your architecture of your website, which takes about a week or so. We work on a financial management system for you, which has been developed by our CFO, who is previously a $7 billion CFO. He worked at a company that's $7 billion a year, right? Then we do a digital strategy. We audit all your Google ads, your Meta ads, and we go, hey, let's run them better, and we'll give you the people to run them. Then we work on your search engine optimization, your content marketing, your blogging, your email. And then we kind of teach you guys then how to become really good managing directors of e-commerce businesses so that you can hire people, manage them, what KPIs you need out of them, and how you grow your business. Then we get into things such as we go, all right, now all of you guys sell your amazing products, put them on Amazon, get them into marketplaces, that get them into other businesses, do wholesale, do retail stores if you want to at some point. What do we sell next? And then get financing and funding. this bit down here is not for everybody. However, some people do come to me and they're like, mate, I'm burning out. I'm exhausted. I'm just tired. Like, can you help me tell me what to do next, right? Because some people are just like having a hard time. And some people don't believe that they can get to 100, 200, $1 million a month. So I'm like, all right, I'll fix that very quickly. So we work with people on all of this over like a whole year. Here is roughly the way that we do it. Like, here's your first 90 days, which I've kind of shown already, like your brand, your digital strategy, your crow, everything else. But where the real value is also is not just the fact that we do a lot of done for you work in the community. It's the fact that we have a killer community of nearly 70 or 80 people in there now. So we do like a coaching call with everybody in there. And these are all family founded businesses that are anywhere from like no revenue to $2 million a month in revenue. So like Monday we do, Tuesday we do a brand strategy call, we do a group call, we do a meta ads call, we do Google ads call, we do an email marketing call, we do a finance call, we do other calls. People in a circle, they actually have a private channel with us. So you're like, hey, I've got a question that just popped into my mind today. What would you do here? We'll give you the answer, right? For literally anything in your business. Then there's a whole bunch of other stuff. If anyone's interested in a whole bunch of the other stuff, like the way we get your retreat is included in the price. You get to hang out with us. Like, we're going to a winery in next month for all of the community. You know, we're going to hang out for 2 days and just work on everyone's businesses. So we do have we have two communities. Like, Inner Circle is our top tier for people who want to grow quickly and want to avoid doing stuff badly. Circle Plus is for people who probably can't afford Inner Circle, but they want to hang around really, really good people, and they want to attend the group calls, and they want to just grow in the right community. Because a lot of people go to YouTube and they go to Facebook groups and they do that, and they're like, oh, the rubbish, all the stuff I'm getting out there, is it actually any good? And people try that stuff and they're like, wasn't any good, right? So this is why we're different. And we'll give you the right information at the right time. It's right for you. Right. So I won't talk about pricing and everything on the call, but like, there's nothing out there like this. We already have an amazing community. And if you are interested, feel free to just book in a meeting, have a chat. We'll talk to you how it works. But even go to this page, watch these testimonials. I mean, these are two. If this is Chris and Sarah, and this is Landon and Narelle, they'll tell you what it's like in the circle. So have a look. Feel free to give Chris a call or give Landon a call. They're like, you're more than welcome to. You want to add anything else to that, Chris?
No,
I can see Andy's joined the call.
Yeah, I know. I'll throw him in for a sec before we end.
Put Andy in as well.
Yeah,
Andy is actually our CFO, by the way, guys. So he helps people do. Hang on, I need to show people this because people go, "Whoa, that's crazy." Are you okay if I show the fence, Andy?
Yeah. Go for your life.
You sure? Okay, hang on. Google Drive. 1 second. Where is it? So, like, even as part of someone joins the Inner Circle, which one is it? Hang on. Let me turn this off for 2 seconds. Okay. Chris is typing like a chicken, scratching on his keyboard. Forecasting. So again, people will go, whoa, okay, there's someone out there teaching this stuff, right? So for those of you that aren't accountants or bookkeepers or have been to university, like, we even do stuff like this with you. And Andy has actually invented this thing, right? It's called the financial fence. So most of you grow, and as you grow, who makes most of the money in your business at the end of the month, right? You go, oh, our suppliers made money. Our customers made, our team made money. And you know who made most of the money? The ATO, right? They take all your money. So Andy's developed this system so that on this post, right, which is one financial year, and I won't go too deep into it. I'll make it Andy to jump in at the end. And here's another post. Here's the rails to go from 1 year to the other year. And the whole point that we do this is so that when you go from this year to the next year, you get there and you look at your profit and loss statements and you look at your chart of accounts and all that wonderful stuff that sits inside Xero that you'll go, what the hell is this? The point is, though, that you guys actually get to take a salary and you get to get paid money, and it's all accounted for as you go through it, right? So we literally take your data out of Xero from like your balance sheet, and we put it onto this beautiful thing that's Andy's called Defense, and we go, well, you pay these people this much money, this person that, blah 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 blah, and you go, yeah, from that year to that year, this is how much money the business made, this is how much I made, and then we go do that again for the next year, and then you do that again for the next year and the next year. So you go, well, this year I'm at 25K a month, next year I'm at 50K, the next year I'm at 100K, the next year I'm at $500,000. And then by that time you go, all right, the next problem that we've got is, hey, Andy, we think we want to sell the business. How do we sell it? So like, as I said, Andy was CFO for a $7 billion company. He was CEO of Laminex Australia for at one point. So he kind of knows how to help people sell businesses and stuff and do this, right? But again, no other community is doing this stuff, right? And it's included in the inner circle price, right? So do you want to add anything to that, Andy, as well?
I was just going to say, one of the hardest things for a business owner is to get their bearings right, to know where they're up to in their development. And so financial fence actually takes everything into account. It's a holistic at all of your business. And when you do that, we can plan for where you're going, and that's going to give you a whole bunch more peace of mind. Lots of us do what we call sweat equity. What we guaranteed is the sweat, but we're not guaranteed the equity. And so keep track of that equity for you. So yeah, that's just a snapshot. We call the top rail the consumption rail. It's not a bell, that's the answer, but it's how your sales are consumed during a period. We call the bottom rail the investment rail, because all businesses need investment. And we call the posts the accumulation. That's where you accumulate and it shows where you're up to in your business. Anyway, that was just a quick one.
That's a quick one, yeah. But so as I said, it's a couple of weeks work with like anyone that's in the inner circle, and with Andy, you're going, all right, I know what I'm doing now. I know how to become profitable, more profitable, make more money, keep more money, which is the most important thing, right? And you got and also to the point where you're like, oh, I know how much money I should spend on marketing. Like it's on my forecasting, as opposed to just my agency said maybe I should spend a bit more, and my email person put the hand out, they wanted a bit more, and my staff want a bit more money, and blah 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 blah. You know, the wonderful joys of running a business. So anyway, I hope
we'll end it with that, Paul.
We'll end it on that, I reckon.
Yeah, we got another call to jump onto actually straight away. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for joining in, Andy and Irene and Erica. Thank you so much. Had a great time, and we'll follow up with you guys later this afternoon. But we'll see you next week, everyone.
See you guys. Thank you. Bye.